as a kind of concept, it would be really bad for industry if everyone had the same methodology for coming out with the same numbers, and there wasn't a sort of fundamental difference around how people see the world sort of evolving. It feels like it's a much needed service to have a bit of balance across how people see.
And I think it comes back to what we were discussing a little bit earlier around long duration storage, that there is a lot of uncertainty as to what it's going to cost to build stuff in the future, and people have cost curves as to what different technologies are going to cost in the future. And as an industry, I think we're really bad at having a good view of what it's going to cost to build solar PV, batteries, any number of different things. And I guess what we see in our forecasting is that if we believe that there's going to be a strong decline in the cost of building more batteries in the future, then that has an impact on the revenue potential for batteries, and we see potential for cannibalization of value in different markets beyond ancillary services. So we talk about the cannibalization of the value in dynamic containment happening today. At some point down the line, we will probably start to see a cannibalization of value in the balancing mechanism and in the intraday market, and having a large quantity of batteries being built at lower cost in the future is maybe what drives that happening in our projections. I think it's a really, really interesting question as to where lithium costs are going to go. So, historically, people have tended to really underestimate the declines in costs for things like wind and solar, and probably batteries as well. And we've got to a point now where there's been a bit of an uptick as a result of the global sort of commodity situation, lithium being much more expensive now than it was, say, 18 months ago. And I think a really interesting question as to where that's going to go in the future.